The following program is hosted by immature, irreverent, obnoxious, and often disgusting young men. Listener discretion is advised.
You better not be playing those video games. They'll rot your brain.
Shall we play a game?
Player to another.
Welcome to another episode of Nude Clan, the ultimate video game podcast. I am Joe.
And this is Cameron.
Caleb Craig.
And Caleb Schweiss.
Yeah, fucking whippersnappers on them video
And
games.
today, we're going to be discussing whether or not video games make you dumb.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we do have Jake. He's got, what, 50 games beaten this year. I gotta say.
You open right with that one, too. Look at that. No beating around the bush. That's not the... It's the starter and the punchline.
Oh boy. But before we get into any of that, what has everyone been playing? Oh, I'm sorry. The reason we're doing that today is because I didn't finish
Together in the Dark.
A New Nightmare. Alone in the Dark. I just didn't have time. I literally just did not have time.
That game is brutal, I will add. I
It
bought
is.
it, and it's... Don't attack anything. That's my...
Yeah,
my
you gotta
Run.
Just run and hope you don't
It's-
get hit.
Combat,
That's
combat is
stupid.
awful.
So they
You gotta
give you a
run.
gun just to
No.
deceive you. They give you
No,
a gun
dude,
and weapons
They give
to
you a
deceive
gun
you.
that's a double-barrel revolver, and you still can't kill anything with it.
Yeah, it's
right.
weak as shit, and everything is fast as fuck, and it wants to kill you.
Right, so that they gave you a gun so you'd use it and then fail because you're trying to use the gun when you should in fact be running.
Really, you should just try to run
You
away.
should just go. Yeah.
Also, dude, okay, I got to point this out. I know we're going to talk about this on the fucking review, but I started this game and I could not stop laughing at this. So the character screen, much like many survival horror games, they have like the names of the characters and like a few things about them. And this one, it's Aileen Cedrak, 27 years old, ethnology professor at the Boston University. Characteristic. Father unknown. That's her characteristic. I was like, how fucking lame is that?
Dude, it just letting you know she has daddy issues right off the bat.
Oh, I know. That's what I was like.
And I'm like, that sounds like an interesting
This will
character
be
to play.
fun.
And then the other guy's characteristic was like, owns a revolver. I'm like,
That's
he could be from Texas. He could be one of everybody that owns a revolver down there.
Well, at least he has a revolver.
no. It should be
That's what I said. I was like, well, he's got a revolver and she's a bastard. So I mean,
no.
I'm gonna go
It
with
should
a
be
revolver.
owns the world's most ineffective revolver. That's
Yeah,
probably what
yeah.
it should be.
So I was really getting a kick out of that shit when I saw it. I was like, Father unknown.
Can't
That's
walk straight.
That's what
to
she knows,
Satan's
but no one knows.
all you
no
could
one
come
knows
up
her
with.
dad. She's a
Do you agree with Caleb that they are the best? Now, once again, I've never tried tank controls except for this game, and I find them to be the worst thing I've ever seen or experienced. But Caleb Craig did say that they were the best tank controls he's ever had. So, what's your opinion on this?
They're either the best or the second best. Resident Evil 3s, I think, are really
Jesus
good.
fucking Christ.
Yeah, dude,
But
he
they're
had me
close.
try Resident Evil 3, and they're pretty good, and I think part of that is because of the camera angles.
The camera angles are just better.
For Resident Evil 3, yeah, it like helps out with the tank controls.
Oh, you mean they don't?
But, like,
they're
Alone
not
in the
Tom
Dark-
Michael Bay directing Alone in the Dark,
Yeah,
where
but then,
they're all over
Alone in the
fucking
Dark
place?
is like smooth as butter for for its tank control.
How do you count that as smooth as butter?
Because you have not played the fucking other tank control games, dude.
You're right, and
fucking
don't worry.
haven't.
I never will. There was a time when I was like, I would like to go through all the Resident Evil games with Caleb. That'd be cool. Not going to happen. Just 100% never do it. Do
I
it.
do
then.
it.
I'm
I
never gonna do it.
volunteers.
Have
I
you
volunteer
played a
for this
tank
one.
control game?
I have played a little bit of Resident Evil 1. That's where I
that was a
bring
weird
it in.
blast from the past.
Yeah, there's a weird audio glitch in there you guys didn't hear because you don't have your headphones on. But anyway, what have you been playing, Cameron?
Okay, wow. We're doing that right now.
Yeah, we should have done it.
Cameroon. Okay, so I've been playing Paragon and Persona 5.
You mean only Paragon?
No, I've played Persona 5.
I
and
only
Paragon.
play games that start with P.
Well,
PP.
those are, yes, both start with P, and I didn't notice that until just now.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, Persona 5, I'm just like...
Oh, I thought this was the game. Oh, shit.
Persona 5 is just the game of dialogue right now, where I just go from situation to situation, selling loot and talking to people.
How many hours have you put into it?
I think I'm about the 13-hour mark, 14-hour mark right now.
33 hours.
Yeah, I know. So I learned something about Paragon that might make me not play it as much.
That it's not Persona 5 and it's not.
that would help me play Persona 5. Paragon is turning out to be a little bit of pay to win, is what it looks like. I mean, you have to reach
Pay
a
to
certain
win MOBA.
You have to reach a certain level in order to. So they've built it up to where it's a PlayStation MOBA. They've redesigned the card system where you buy cards and that's your item. You can have 3 active cards at one time to help you with power, attack speed, whatever, right? Depending on what type of character you're playing. Then you have to be a certain level to unlock certain types of cards. You know, the higher your level is, you have a chance of opening a chest and getting one of those cards out of a chest that you can then make a part of your deck. There's certain ways to assist you in getting that high of a level. You can buy boosts and that'll help you get more experience. You can unlock masteries for certain characters and you can work on that mastery to unlock chests, experience, blah, 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 right?
Sure.
I was under the assumption once you unlock a mastery for a character, and some of these masteries are quite expensive. You can use the in-game currency to do it, but you gain in-game currency so slowly that it's hard. Or you can use real-world money to unlock a mastery. Now, they have several different levels of mastery, but I just found out you have to unlock each level of mastery. You can't just unlock and have the whole chain open. No, you have to do it again.
This is sounding like League
And
of
again.
Legends.
Yeah,
again.
but maybe even more of a pain in the ass because the mastery or the cards, those are your abilities, right? Those are like your runes, basically, in League. How big of an impact do they have?
A huge impact in
And
late game.
it's more. Spending
More
money.
bullshit.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
But you don't pay. You don't buy the cards. You have a chance to get the cards out of chests. You earn chests. You can open. You can't buy chests. You earn chests. Have a chance to get new cards. Right. Certain cards are only available in chests when you reach a certain level, and the fastest way to get certain levels is to buy boosts. Right. But you get more chests by doing masteries for characters, right? And it gives you special bonuses like new skins and item like you can wear. Just, nothing that really affects the gameplay overall. But you have to fucking pay for each level of mastery that you do.
Yeah, that's kind of bullshit.
And so it doesn't make sense to keep playing the game if you're not earning towards, because if you don't unlock a mastery, all that extra experience you'd earn towards a character's mastery is just lost. And you're not going to unlock extra chests, which is your chance to get extra cards. And so that's kind of lame.
Well, it looks like you'll have to play more Persona.
You mean watch more Persona at this point. So,
Well, you can go and do gameplay anytime you want. The rest is just watching them talk.
but you have to go through all the story building elements before you can get to the fucking next castle.
Yeah, but you still have mementos that you can go into.
Mementos?
Mementos.
It's more Mentos. That's what he's saying.
It's that it's like the dungeon that you
Keep
can
it
just
fresh.
explore. Have you not found that yet?
No.
Okay. He takes you there one of the days.
Okay.
The cat dude does.
so he's still not
And then you
there.
can fast forward
Yeah,
through all
I
the
guess.
dialogue, but I can't fast forward it through it because it's my first time playing through, so I need to read it.
It sucks
Yeah.
that you can't stream it, Cameron.
And I can't stream it,
sucks.
or else I would stream it.
So you have no audience to keep you going.
Yeah.
It's just you and your roommate that probably walks in. And is like,
Yeah, my roommate tried playing though. Yeah, he's definitely a anime fanboy, but
Oh, are
not
you serious?
Yeah, he's not 100. He's okay. There's an anime fanboy, then there's a weeb, and Caleb has breached the weeb portion. But
Fuck you.
he's
Not.
more of an anime fanboy, where he will throw on like
Cameron-
Full Metal Alchemist and then do coding while watching Full Metal
Cameron,
Alchemist.
you never took a Japanese class in college.
No.
You have no
You
idea
have
what a weeb is.
No idea. You don't know how embarrassing those people are.
Joe was
Hear that,
embarrassed to be in the
listener base?
same room.
We're embarrassed of you.
I don't even want to be timidly connected with these people.
All right.
Dude, there
Caleb
was
might not be
literally
a weeb.
3 people who came to school every single day dressed up as anime characters.
And TJ
And
was one of them.
no
He would wear
reason for
the
it.
Naruto headband.
No, teacher was
No
one of
reason for it, Cameron. They
There's-
would
they'd
just
do it.
dress up in
Yeah.
cosplay and come to class.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty intense.
I was
Was
like,
it a Japanese class?
them. Yeah.
a Japanese language class, yes.
So
Not
they didn't
a
actually care about the
let's
language.
masturbate. No,
No.
they did not care about the language. They did not care about talking with the Japanese students that were there. All they cared about.
Yeah, I don't think there was a
Masturbating over
single
anime.
Japanese person in that class. There's just no.
No, they had people come in that were.
Well, anyways, my roommate's definitely more into
But in the
anime than
class,
I
though?
am.
They weren't taking the class. They were
Yeah.
helping us.
Yeah.
They weren't ever getting to know the Japanese students. So like I hung out with Naomi a couple times, and then Yoshia, of course, was like
Yeah, Yoshia
the
was cool.
apartment next door, and he became friends with my roommate. So we hung out with Yoshia a lot. And he would call me Fat Joe. But like the other people, I think I remember hearing one person just say they wanted to watch anime without subtitles, and I was like, "That's it? That's the life goal right now?
Well, the dubbing can be pretty
Just go
shitty.
kill yourself. Just go kill yourself. If that's
Yeah,
like
you
your, if that is your, utter like your, oh my, this is my thing.
That's
I
your-
am going for. Not even like I want to learn to hear Japanese really well so that I can watch anime without.
I mean, you know, when I first started
Like
taking
your
German,
life is involved in just watching anime. That's it?
well, when I first started taking German classes, that was right around the World War II games were getting popular, and I kind of wanted to know what the German guys were screaming at me as I was mercilessly killing them. So that turned into 3 years of German in high school.
Yeah, but it wasn't your like life's passion.
No, it
Yeah,
wasn't.
I'm like, I want to know what
be
those
able to
German guys
hear
are
what
saying.
they're saying.
I want to know what they're saying without
what really
those
happened?
subtitles.
What really
It wasn't
happened?
like, hey, I want to take a really long trip to Japan. It'd be cool to pick up some Japanese. You know, I want to learn
what
more
happened
about
is that
history.
got me in the door,
Fuck
but then
that.
German turned out to be a really fun class, so that's what kept me coming back.
It wasn't even like, oh, I'm an animator and I want to be able to work in Japan as an animator. That people do that every once in a while.
And then third year German counted as an English
Nothing.
credit too. or
Just
a
to
language credit.
watch anime.
Yeah.
Just to watch it. And it's fucking, I can't understand it. It's weird. It's fucking weird. And they must not have parents. Because their dad should have been at some point been like, no, you're not going to dress up as an anime character and go in public. That is embarrassing to me and to you, to our whole family. It brings dishonor upon all of us. Like, no one said anything. Like, no one. Oh my God, dude. No, Cameron, Caleb Craig is not a weeb.
All right.
He's just a fat guy that likes JRPGs.
That's right.
Yeah. So, anyways, back to the story. My roommate doesn't like this game, and he's the anime person of the two of us. But I have to say, the story is interesting. So I'm just getting into this is like my first real serious JRPG, and it is very story orientated. So I'm just getting that feeling that's what JRPGs do. They're just more about the story unfolding.
Persona is.
Okay.
There are some that are not that way at all. Yeah.
Okay.
As for what I've been playing, just Persona 5. That is literally it.
Whatever.
No, dude. That is seriously it.
You didn't play any Nier Automata this week?
You played
No,
some
dude,
Paragon.
I beat it last week, and then
Yeah.
You played some Paragon with us.
Did you play some Paragon? You little
You
fuck?
played some Paragon. with
I
me,
guess
and
I
then
played
you,
Paragon.
You really sucked at it, and then you
I
stopped.
did, yeah. But seriously, I plugged in.
We played Doctor earlier this week.
Ooh, wow.
Caleb
Tell us more
was
about
so
that.
bad at that.
I put in like 16 hours of Persona, so I played it quite a bit.
16 hours this week.
Yeah.
You had so much more time to put into Persona.
That's crazy.
I only play on fucking Fridays, dude.
Only on Fridays.
16
I
hours
only
on
play on
Friday.
Fridays. Oh, I did 16 hours this week.
Every moment except for the 8 I slept.
I also did a little bit on Monday and Wednesday. So, but this week I also have Thursday off, so I'm going to be like Thursday, Friday, fucking going for that Persona.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, it's fucking 100 hours. I'm trying to beat it before that, and everybody's like, you can't get past the 100-hour mark, and I'm like, or get it below that. So I'm like, I'm going to fucking try.
Oh my God. So I do want to add to the weeb thing. You can
Again?
quietly enjoy anime by yourself. It's fine. Okay? Even if you get a little weird about it and you just really fucking love anime, you may quietly enjoy that upon your own time. And if you wish to discuss anime with other anime lovers, that is also fine. And once again, anime is not actually anything, but I digress.
Just animation.
It's just animation from Japan, and they're not really connected in any other way. That's really, really a connection more than any other connection in film and television. Now, what you should not be is a fucking loud ass crazy person who shouts their love for anime and comes to school, nay, public, in a place that's not Halloween or an anime convention and dresses up as a fucking anime character. On top of that, also like you being a person that you can talk to in a social setting without making the other person want to shoot their brain out while talking to you is also an added bonus if you want to grow as a human being and not be a an anime suck on society.
Anime suck.
And being in fucking embarrassment from the Japanese students who are our age coming into the class, like, oh, this is the Japanese class, and can you guys come in and help with the like, just being so fucking embarrassing is like, hey, Japanese people, this is not a normal person.
Yeah.
This is a freak in our society. This stop it, I can't think with that thing on. This is a freak. This is not normal. The people who are coming here to learn
Sure, we should
Japanese
just turn that back on.
have at least some interest in like just going on a trip to Japan and seeing some historical sites or meeting the people there or eating the food there.
Do I hear the work camps already?
Okay, that's good. This fucker here, this loud ass motherfucker with the eye patch, is a freak. He's not normal. This is not okay in our society. Believe it or not, it is not okay. But there's a language barrier there, and I believe that is hard to convey. Hey, Yoshia, not everybody in this place loves anime. And Yoshia saw it as like a little kid thing for someone to like anime.
That's because it is.
It is.
It is a little kid thing to be like really into anime. It's like
animated.
what little boys do.
It's like us with animated film. Like, I don't want to go watch I don't want to go on a date with
there's
Alex
good
to
ones.
a freaking animated film. Yeah, I know they're good ones. I know except for maybe a Disney movie. I don't know. It's different because she loves
Fuck
those.
you.
But I would go. I wouldn't be like, oh, let's go watch Emoji Movie because it's an animated
Well,
film.
nobody's gonna watch that because it's shit.
I know that's an
not because it's
awful
animated.
example. Okay, Nutty Job.
Joe and
whatever
I
the
went
fuck.
to go see Anomalisa, which is a fucking animated film, and it was fucking amazing.
and that is not for kids.
No, it's not.
No, there's a dick in that movie.
Yeah, there is.
But
And that's why Joe went and saw it.
I didn't know anything
like
about
half the
that,
reason.
by the way.
I've drawn better dicks.
And so what I'm saying, I agree. It's like a kids thing. Even in Japan, it's mostly a kids thing. And then there are they're freaks also. There are anime freaks over there too. But I remember Naomi just being like, I remember. So I asked her, I think, like, I'm not into anime. Are you into anime? She's like, no. I'm like, I know it's weird. Like we connected on the fucking freaks in this class. So, like, just guys, calm the fuck down is what I'm saying now. While I'm also not calming the fuck down about it, but I just remember, dude, just the embarrassment of being in this.
Joe was the only one that didn't like anime in that entire class, and there was probably like 10 people in that class.
It's not that I don't like anime; it's that I don't fawn over anime.
Well, I know you enjoy Japanese animated films
that I
but
like. But what is why the freak factor? Do we have to make this a freak thing?
dude, I don't know.
Same thing with cosplay, we could say. I mean, it's not as extreme if it, like,
Well,
conventions and
cosplay
stuff.
is usually just for like events and stuff, and it's kind of fun that
place
way.
for it.
Yeah.
Sure, it's still kind of weird, but at least you're all gathering in one place for that. Like a furry. Furries all gather in one place for their thing.
Little rodents.
But fucking no, dude. I'm just not. Like, I can understand at the Final Fantasy convention there's an art to the cosplay or whatever. It's cool. And so
the furries, yeah.
if you like that stuff, it's fine. Just don't do it in public, in class, in a fucking college. What the fuck is wrong with you? Jesus fucking Christ, I hate these people. I still hate them. I still hate that fucker with the eye patch, dude. I fucking hate that guy. You know who I'm talking about? He smelled like shit, too.
I remember.
They all congregate in the same place. They all do their thing.
Hey, you know what? There's violence on both sides, Schweiss. I don't believe in being. I don't believe in being judgmental towards those Nazis.
Wow.
God damn it, dude! Fuck that fucker with the eye patch, and then his little fat fucking friend. Fuck that guy.
Granital in the chat asks if you didn't like his cosplay.
No, your cosplay was cool. Just don't wear it in a college class, Granital. In the Final Fantasy convention, it's made for that. That's what it is.
Remember when we were talking
If
about
I went
what
to
we
a
were
James
playing?
Bond convention and people were dressed up in suits, that'd be cool too.
But it's also
that
cool to
seems
dress
like
up
that
in a
you
suit
should
in class,
do that.
though.
Yeah, it's just nice to be in a suit. That is the difference, though, I guess. Suits are just nice. Plate mail is not.
It is a little weird when someone's in a suit. In
It
class
is a
in
little
college.
weird.
And some people do it. They're like, "Oh, I'm here to be a professional."
Exactly. There's
Mr. Bond.
that we can get into a different
Get some
thing about
martini
being
glass.
professional at school, but yeah, we don't need to get into that.
No, I'm fucking done with school, dude. I'm done.
Yeah, you are. You are done with school.
I'm done. I'm not going back unless, like, by 35, I'm still fucking poor. So if I'm 35 and still poor, I'll go to med school. But that's it.
And then you'll get even more poor.
Yeah, I'll get into some deep debt.
Yeah, that'll be tasty.
Oh, yeah.
Your dad will go to his grave knowing that his son is in deep debt.
Yeah. What have you been playing, Schweiss?
I have been running through Resident Evil 3. So at my work, it's been super dead lately. And I decided that I was going to start bringing my PSP to work and playing video games. So I'm over there just playing my PSP all day long. So I've been playing Resident Evil 3.
That's what work is for.
It is, yeah. I got paid a lot of money to beat Resident Evil 3.
God damn it, dude. I add like 5 minutes to my time every day if I just check Twitter. So I hear things buzzing away while I'm at work, and I'm like, I can't. Must finish.
Yeah. Yeah, not that way for me. So I played that. I also played a game called Medieval. And I will say that Medieval does have a bounty hunter kind of feel about it. It is brutal, and its camera angles do not love you. It's completely relentless. The platforming is atrocious, and the game just fucks you over and over. It's crazy.
10 out of 10.
Like, I'll have a spot where I need to jump, right, and I like think I might be able to make it without doing a sprint jump, and I just do the jump, and like if you don't hold the forward button the whole time, like he'll just like stop midair and then fall into the little lava or the water, and then he'll die, and it'll take a life potion away, and I'm just like, that was like 300 damage I could have taken, but I lost it because the game can't fucking do it. It can't play itself. it's just broken, man.
Of course,
it's like,
it can't play itself. You
it's
have
like
to be the one playing it.
It's like a game that, again, it's a game that has a control scheme that is worse than the platforming allows it to be. Like,
Yeah.
it's got the platforming of a game with much better controls, and it's sick. So yeah, I've been playing that. I also played the shit out of Nier Automata, and Joe and I finished Final Fantasy XIV's expansion Stormblood, and we are finally moving on from that to King's Tale, the tiny Final Fantasy 15 side-scroller beat-em-up game. So yeah, that's about it for what I've been playing, I believe.
I only played Stormblood this week, so I could have probably done some of that piece of filth tank control game, Alone in the Dark, which probably wouldn't be a bad game if it weren't for its controls.
It's still a bad game.
Is it still a bad game?
Yeah,
Okay.
the combat is pretty bad.
I factor that in with the controls. The controls are just bad, combat and otherwise.
No,
So I feel like I'm actually going to give it a little bit of benefit of the doubt on the gameplay part of my review, just because
Sounded like
there are some people who might actually be able to handle take controls. I'll give it like a 2-point boost, but
if you've played tank controls, you can get used to them,
Yeah.
but they still fucking suck.
for me, like, that's the whole game, so it's really going to be real problematic. So anyway, okay. Only Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood, and I had one day this week that I could have probably put in some time into that game, but I chose to watch Dunkirk instead. And it was an amazing movie, and I don't regret my decision, so fuck you. I'll have to have that game beat.
Now we'll have like 6 weeks of episodes that aren't the review.
Yeah, maybe. Just, it should only be 1 week, though, unless that game is like 12 hours long.
Well, then you also got Nier Automata you got to plow through since you're sharing it with the Cam.
Yeah.
I don't know if I am sharing it with the Cam.
Oh. Why's that?
Yeah, because I don't know if
Way
I
to
have enough
inform
time.
Cam like 2 weeks after.
I don't know if I have enough time to
All right.
I have a
to
copy.
play all that
Are you done?
in the next 2
I
weeks.
can be.
Do you want to be?
Well, no, but I need to be. It's not a matter of what I want anymore.
Because if
never
you
been
are
about
in a stopping point, then I could just take it home today.
Oh, I'm at a stopping point.
My
Okay.
thing is, I'm just going to have to take the $60 hit. That's all I'm going to have to do.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
there it is.
Because I don't have time to play
you
it
stream
and
Nier?
then give you
Oh,
2
yeah.
weeks to play
I'll
it.
stream Nier then. I'll stream the whole playthrough.
Streamed the fuck out of it the
Yeah.
other day.
Yeah, I know you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so at least we beat Stormblood. That's a huge weight off my shoulders. It already feels good to
Yeah, it
not
does.
have to go back to 14. It's
It
not like
does.
it's a bad game. It's just too much time.
Yeah, we did it in a
Such
bad way.
fucking huge game. We have to beat it quickly, so we're putting in so much time.
And the
into
thing
it.
is we did 2 full expansions and then the quest lines in between those expansions during this playthrough. So too much, just too much. 14 is the killer
So,
on it.
I almost killed myself. I almost put a gun in my mouth, but luckily we beat the thing. So.
Yeah, well, that's good. All right. So I guess the important question is: has anyone beaten a game this week?
9.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, Caleb, what'd you beat?
I beat that NBA Playgrounds.
Okay.
Same as you.
Yes, I also beat NBA Playgrounds, and I beat Nier Automata. So Nier
Automata.
Auto,
Is it Automata or Automata?
It's Automata.
and I also beat Resident Evil
Automata
3. So I have completed 3 games this week, although one of them I beat like a month ago. I just forgot to add,
Oh, okay.
which was that NBA Playgrounds.
Yeah, we were deciding whether or not to count it because there's not really a whole lot of single player stuff.
Oh, it's one of those games, though.
but we did like all the single player stuff.
can you do like a whole campaign or like season?
There's little tournaments that you do with like certain characters, and you just beat those, and then you're done.
Yeah, it's like 2v2, and then you have to beat everybody in the game, and we both did. So
yeah.
figure that counts.
Yep, that counts.
So as of today, the hog is as follows: Caleb Craig leading the pack at 21 games.
That's right.
Me jumping right up his skirt at 18. I'm coming for you.
God damn, dude.
You guys were tied. What happened?
I had that boost of 5 games while he was playing that Stormblood.
Yeah, Stormblood has been my bane for this.
And now
competition.
Persona is my bane.
Yeah, it's his turn to get fucked.
We have a 1 week game too.
We do, yeah. So enjoy.
I'm playing it
Have
too.
fun, guys.
It's going to take an hour to beat.
You were playing King's Night?
King's
Tale?
Yeah, I'll fucking play it.
God damn it.
So in third place we have Cameron at 13 games, and then last place Joe at 9. So Caleb, more than double Joe's. That's crazy.
That's right.
So
That's a lot of games.
quick question. to
Would
you guys.
Caleb be a double Joe?
Not quite.
No.
No.
Should
not
I?
He would be a double me though.
Should I? Should
Twice the Caleb.
Yeah.
Should I try to slam near Automata as fast as I can this week, or should I divide my time between that and Persona?
Just enjoy it. I don't mind having another person who has to play in an episode.
No.
Well, you have like 3 weeks to beat Nier, so. And you
How many
have
weeks do I
like
have?
5 to beat Persona.
I see,
now that
like, it
Joe has
feels like
pushed it back.
2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. It was 6 weeks.
Loki asked how 12 is going. Caleb and I have both not finished Final Fantasy 12.
Yeah, I am right at the
Too
end,
much.
though. I'm like right there at Bahamut, so I can just go in and then destroy it.
Yeah, we have too much on our...
With that ×4 speed,
On our
but
peak.
because I got like Persona to get through, I don't know how long it's going to be until
So
I
should
just
I
finish
slam?
that off.
Should I slam near or just half and half it?
I would probably half
Nier,
and half.
Yeah, half and half. Because Nier is you're gonna need to beat that before Persona. but
I know,
then-
that's why I'm
But then
asking.
Persona is also like a time sink. So.
Yeah, that's why.
yeah. Go with both. It's a 30-hour game for that.
All right.
Nier.
I'll schedule out my week. I'm just going to touch Paragon enough to do my dailies, but you can do your dailies in AI matches that go by really fast. So that's all I'm going to do now. It's just my dailies.
Dailies.
Yeah.
I thought you weren't gonna play that no more.
I said just enough to do my dailies. Just enough to do my dailies. That's all.
Fuck dailies.
I just want
anything
to get
with a daily. I don't want anything to do with anymore.
But see, dailies are a
about that
great way
Fable
to
2?
earn tons of experience, and I need to be level 25
That
in
just
order to get the
happens.
cards I want.
You gotta
And if
log
you
on
got
and get
it-
that gold.
and if you got an Xbox that says it's in the year 2005, and you need to just fix the date for some reason, there's a lot of dailies in there. I'm just saying. Lots of dailies. It's good shit. Everybody's silent like they're waiting for me to say something.
Yeah.
You guys want to talk about whether or not video games make you dumb?
I think
Should we
got-
answer questions first?
Yeah, I think we've got a few questions.
Oh, then what the fuck were you sitting at me in silence for, looking at me?
Because I didn't know where you're going with that
waiting-
2005
Look at me.
Xbox thing.
Yeah, we were waiting for you to be.
Like,
Okay.
what was the point of that?
I changed the date
He's
from
saying
2005.
that he cheated to get a fuckload of gold at once.
Well, that's the Fable trick, right?
Yeah.
But how is that a daily?
Because the
your
dailies
daily
you
is
log
to-
in to get the
Craig
gold.
called it a daily.
Oh, so logging in to get
I called
gold
it
is
Yeah,
a daily.
because
to
I
me,
did it every single day.
to me
twice a day.
a daily thing is something that you actually have to do in
When you
game
log-
to unlock experience.
Yeah, you log in and then you get your daily gold and then you go buy
that's-
some more houses.
but
and
that's
then you
nothing.
Yeah, that's the daily.
Okay, that's like a self-imposed daily.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
They're
you
all
get gold
self-imposed. You
every
don't have
single
to do
day. You might as well do it.
They're all optional.
Or just do the whole fucking change the date on the Xbox trick to get all the gold in 5 minutes so you'll ever need the whole game.
Is that what you did, Cameron?
No, I purposely did
Don't
not
want
do
to be
that.
don't want to be a fuck for the playthrough, dude. You gotta build it up. All right, so our first question is from Matunica. He says, just a thought, but how about a once-a-year nude hogathon? If you do this as a charity event, it'll be a good way to advertise the show and possibly attract new listeners and Twitch followers if you stream all the games.
Yay, we raised $100.
People could pledge $1 per nude hog they
Oh,
complete
$1?
during the month of September. I'm feeling a bit inspired after the 4-job fiesta this year. I think it would be a good idea for the show. However, the only downside is that it might bankrupt Jake, as we all know. He doesn't count.
Oh boy.
Anyone else excited by this idea, or am I just a crazy fan?
Here's what I would say to that.
It's a great idea.
Nude Hogathon. What is it? Just like a huge stream throughout the month.
We stream the games and then we donate $1 per game that we beat.
Oh, well, here's
Or
what I think.
other people do that
Here's what
too.
I say.
I'd join.
I would rather be paid.
So you don't want to donate to charity, is what you're saying.
I think there are certain charities that people could donate to, and I'm not the first person to say this, but I am my favorite charity. I'm just saying, I can make the world a better place by being a good tax-paying citizen.
And we did
And
just
beating your
have
games.
And
we did
putting
just have a whole
putting
episode
some money
dedicated
into the
to
economy, making it stronger. You know,
We did have an episode on how much of an asshole Joe is, so I think this is just a great way to keep
I
going off of that.
am my own favorite charity. I believe people. You know what? There's some great ways you can give to the Joe.
By not giving to the Joe.
Honestly, Nude Clan is not
Help
making
him
enough
to help
money
himself
to give me money,
by not
but,
giving to the Joe.
someday.
Well, it's I don't know. It's kind of separate thing. I think a charity would be kind of a cool idea. I don't
Yeah,
know
it's
if we
a
have
good
the
idea.
audience to poll.
No,
And
we
that's
don't.
why we raised $100 joke. But if it's only $1 a game, then they're looking at like maybe $50 that we donate. But let's be real.
Yeah, I had a private conversation with him before, and just said that it would probably end up being like maybe a season 3 thing for us to try.
Yeah, I mean, I would put money forward for every game I'd beat. I mean,
September, yeah, the one game.
yeah, it's $1 a game.
I mean, if you guys want to, I don't know. If maybe we get some more traction on this from the forum members, like if people are interested in it, it might be something worth doing. But honestly, if it were just us, like if no one else wanted to join in, it would just be like a couple dollars because we don't beat that many
Hey,
games.
how many games have we collectively beat this year?
Let's see, 39, 48, 61.
See, $61 is not too bad.
Yeah, but it's he said only September.
Oh, only September. Jesus. I thought it was like at the end of the year we donate all the games, or you donate.
Is that what he said, or was it the month?
It
I
was.
swear I
He
don't
just
remember.
said the month of September, but we
Okay.
could do like a year-long thing if we wanted.
If we do it like a whole
And
year,
just promote like every other month. I
donate
guess.
as
I don't
much,
know.
donate as much as games you beaten for that year. That'd be more
I guess I'm
effective.
just too much
Just
of a
be-
capitalist.
It'd just be too much incentive
Joe,
for Joe
are
to
you?
not
Joe,
beat
Joe,
games.
Joe. Publicity and good publicity is a great selling point. That is very capitalistic, and it's a tax write-off.
It's capitalistic to pretend like you care.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's exactly what it is.
I mean, I do care about a lot of different causes.
There's no
but
need to walk through life ass forward, Joe.
I would, I'm just so poor. The idea of like playing for money but giving the money away, it hurts.
it's not giving money
God
away.
damn it, I look so fucking terrible right now.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
do.
you do. You're like the only person that's like, I don't
It's
want to give to
fantastic.
charity.
Just give me the
Joe,
money. Give me the
good-
money. I'm a charity. It's great. I look well. Okay. On top of that, you would have to put out significant time. So if we're doing like a marathoning through a month sort of thing, you would have to put up significant time in order to do that. In order to make that happen, we would have to not be employed
Yeah, I guess.
in order to do that really well. And we just don't. If Nude Clan made enough money to cover all of us, I'm pretty sure even Cameron would quit his job.
Yeah, it have to be at least as
All
much.
Nude Clan all the time. Three game reviews a week, guys.
It'd have to be. I'd have to
Be
make as
fucking
much as
sweet.
I make now or more for me to consider it, though.
Yeah. So that's what it would. That's what it would entail, and it's just not even close to being there. So I don't think we could really do that very effectively. Maybe the yearly idea, like if people wanted to pledge $1 per game we beat for the whole year, and we can send that to a charity, I think that would not be too bad. But it wouldn't be that much. It'd be like, once again,
Right, $61.
$61.
It's not much, but it's the thought that counts.
well, they don't.
We
only
are
have to
raising. We are
donate
raising
$1.
what we
It could be
can
whatever
raise.
they want.
Here, buy some office supplies. Buy some printer paper with
No,
this.
still $60 from one source is not bad. A lot of people
Right.
just throw in like 5 or 10 for these things.
I mean, if they want to do it more, they can. But it's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts, Joe.
No, if it's a charity, hopefully it's the money that counts.
They can't live off
We
of your
can't
thoughts.
just. You can't live off of those little African kids can't live off thoughts alone.
But prayers.
No.
No, see, our $60 might not be much, but at least we're given something, you know? We're raising what we can raise.
Yeah, I think it'd be a cooler idea as an annual thing for sure.
Yeah. We'll talk about it more.
For how small Nude Clan is, it'd have to be annual to make any sort of an impact.
Exactly.
Well, plus our impact would be minimal unless it was annual, because you've only got 9 games done.
Yeah,
So you'd be throwing in a 10 and getting some fucking change. But yeah, I don't know. That's a cool idea though, Pixel, and I would like to do a charity stream.
That was Matunica.
Oh, I thought it was Pixel. I looked
No,
over
I
the
have a
screen.
second question for Pixel.
I would also say that UFF would probably do it better because we get a lot more people following.
yeah.
us.
UFF. We could probably do some speed run of something and give to.
We could probably get a few grand doing that to a charity of Joe, and then of course it would be divvied
Charity
out.
of Joe.
It would be divvied out evenly amongst the charity of Joe and then the subsequent charity of Schweiss. But no, I'm kidding. We probably could do something like that, but for Nude it would have to be annual. So that's a cool idea. But maybe we'll make a New Year's resolution, like a pledge to donate $1 every time we beat a game. Just like get a jar.
So bring this up in
That could
December.
be the whole segment. Donate to the hog jar.
Bring this
Yeah,
back
a
up.
hog jar. Get like a big jar of a giant pickle jar, and we just like throw a $1 bill in everything.
Bring this back up in December. We could actually do that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably could.
It's never too late to start a goal.
Yeah, and then we should like donate it to a political party or something.
Oh, no, fuck that.
Really piss everybody off.
Schweiss, are you registered to anything?
Yeah, I'm a registered libertarian.
So am I. I'm a registered libertarian.
It sucks because I can't.
I was
vote.
a registered Democrat, and then I decided to switch my party, and then I immediately regretted it.
I can't.
It's like, fuck.
I can't vote in the Republican primaries, so it kind of sucks. Of course, you couldn't either as
No,
a
I
Democrat,
couldn't,
obviously.
Yeah, your vote doesn't matter now. Is that what you're saying?
According to them, I can vote in the Democratic one.
I'm a libertarian, but I don't like half the things libertarians believe in, so I'm like, not really a libertarian. I was a stupid. It was a stupid random decision moment in my life. I went from Democrat to libertarian.
All right. Well, I got a second question here.
I think that's the best decision you ever made.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think I would just not be any of them.
Just be unaffiliated. That's what I
Be
was before.
unaffiliated.
But I can't do anything when I'm that. So
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So Pixelized says, I heard you guys were needing questions, so here I am with the most nudist way possible.
Okay.
Before answering these questions, remember that I love you all and that Nude Clan is still the best podcast around.
Oh, thank you,
Be why
Pixel.
we get so much verbal abuse. Must be.
Question for Cam Cam. If you could trade any the other 3 Nude Clan host members for any 3 female hosts, who would they be?
Now, so I have put some thought into this question since I saw it before.
This question is confusing.
So if I could replace you guys for attractive female counterparts, who would they be? See, the problem is they would have to know about video games, and I don't really watch very many female video game reviewers, so I can't just pull names, and so it'd have to turn into some sort of a casting experience where I would
castings.
So I'd hold auditions and I'd see how well we mesh, and then I would
need
have
to
to go
get your
through there.
measurements done.
We're gonna have a nude wardrobe.
We're gonna do a depth check here.
You're horrible.
Oh man.
Yeah, grab him by the pussy.
There it is.
I have very
There's the
specific
wall.
specifications of who they are as individuals. So I can't just pull any names. I'm sorry, Pixel. I don't watch female game reviewers. I don't know why. I don't really watch that many game reviewers in general.
I don't think he said that it has to be.
No, he doesn't. But see, that's an important thing.
Yeah, you got to.
They have to like video games. I'm not just going to bring any broad on here just to have her talk about. That was a joke, by the way. No, I can't just bring anyone on the show. It's like I wouldn't. Same thing with guys. I'm not just bring another dude on the show that doesn't know.
I don't think it would matter if you brought anyone in here to replace Joe.
Jesus fucking Christ. Fuck you.
But having
Because I'm my own favorite charity.
having an alluring feminine voice though
They
would be
probably
nice.
have more than 9 games done.
to represent the female portion of gamers.
It has to be.
They need a representative, and
She
leave
has
it
to be
me.
going through an orgasm the entire thing too.
No. Leave it to. It'll be a social justice
Bounty
move.
hunter.
We need to have
the
an accurate
controls are so
representation
bad.
of female gamers.
I'm gonna need you to wear this vibrating underwear the entire show, and I'm the one with the remote, baby. Oh, yeah. So the whole time you just hear this like, all three of them.
Because this is what would happen if we invited a female onto our show. We would be the worst chauvinists ever.
That's what you guys would be.
Well, that's why it's Cameron's.
Yeah.
He's a gentleman.
I am a gentleman. I can't say a scholar yet because I'm not graduated, but but I am a gentleman.
Okay. Question for Schweiss. Seeing as you were the last major link to this Cody and Sarah Chronicles, have you heard from them since?
Dude, have you not listened to the show? I was their best man.
Yeah.
I was Cody's best man.
He
I haven't
was.
heard from him since then because that's what Cody does. But, yeah, I've heard from him only in that moment. And I also told him that they must make me their child's godfather, and she totally said she would.
Oh, man.
So I'm going to be...
Jesus.
Why would you want to be in charge of that?
Because, man, I want to be the... I want to work on my godfather impersonation.
That's the only reason.
Yes.
What happens- what
I get a nice
happens-
study, a little cat, you know.
What happens if they actually died? You have to take care of them.
Well, I think it's a symbolic, like, thing.
No, dude.
No, it's a legal thing.
It's a legal thing.
Oh, shit. I didn't realize that. I thought it
No,
was
dude,
like
yeah,
a-
it's a legal thing and not just symbolic.
Oh.
You will have to take care of their weird child.
You have to actually
they're-
take care of the child
It'll
if
either
they
be
died.
a freak or the most beautiful human being ever. It's going to be one of the two. It's going to be something will happen there.
So, yeah, I have heard from him, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I was reminded when Cameron said broad. I remembered the line from UHF. He's like, "Never call chicks broads."
Okay.
I love that line.
All right, question for Joe. If you were tasked to make the Nude Clan porno, what would it be about and who would you cast?
I don't know any male porn stars. That's what I realized when this question was asked. So we would have to be ourselves. That would be very important. The Nude Clan porno would have to involve a female fan of some kind being like, "Ooh, I love your podcast."
Why did it turn to that again?
And then we
And then we quadruple time her.
Yeah, and then we all get and then we all get the jack. Right.
So
Wow.
one of us is going to
Look at
be in the
Cameron's
back
excitement.
door. One of us in the regular old space.
And then instead of a blowjob,
One of
the other
us-
two are just getting double hand jobs on the side.
No, one of us is getting a blowjob, and then the other one is
I am not.
jacking themselves off and watching,
I am not riding this
waiting
train.
for his turn.
I am not riding that train. I'm not going to do it. It's
All
just
right.
not
Well,
me.
it was Joe's question. So
So that's what I would have to do. Like I do dream of groupies, although we won't.
oh my god,
It's
okay,
not
you're-
gay if it's a four-way. When there's a honey in the middle, there's some leeway.
Well, I mean, this is Nude Clan, so we have to be like kind of a big thing. It can't just be It can't just be.
You mean we have to go full
woman-centric.
hog, right?
And we got to start like
Wearing the hog
we'll
mask.
start using some. We'll use some.
the hog mask from The Shining, like that one part where like the guy turns around. Just four of us. We got little curly tails on too. Like
I can just see Caleb just. And he's collapses, just spent. He's done.
the victory cry and the sleep.
Caleb Craig is going to be the one who's jacking himself off watching it all.
Lies. I'm King Hog, man. I get all the poontang. All right. Let's
There's definitely some tang.
Where is this? Oh man.
And my favorite porn star is Lexi Bell, so we're gonna have Lexi Bell be the porn star.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's a
don't know
porn
who that
star?
is.
Yeah, that's a porn star.
Oh, okay. I was thinking still the casting couch is going to be some nameless woman. If it's a porn star, then she's already subscribed to that. so-
Yeah, no, I mean, it's asked who we would
Cam's
cast.
now morally okay with it.
I'm still not going to ride that train, but still, it's not as bad
Oh,
as if
no,
it was.
it'll be better. We'll do an episode and do her under the table.
What?
Wow, Joe.
God, that stream would be super weird.
No.
looking.
This is the setup for the porno. This isn't real.
Oh, we're doing a porn film.
We are doing
okay.
a porn film.
I should have
and
listened to the
that film
question.
is us doing an episode and banging a groupie under the table live streaming.
That would be the porno.
Yeah, then the stream would be really weird.
Well, it wouldn't be an actual stream. It would be a pretend stream that turned into a porno. This is like he asked us for a cast list here. He asked us for who would you cast in the porno. We're not doing a real episode of Nude Clan here. We're doing a fake episode of Nude Clan, and some
Okay.
shit's going
No,
on.
I think we're doing a real episode, Nude Clan.
I'll just have someone stand in for me.
I'm a big fan of Lexi Bell though, so we're
Lexi Bell?
Yeah.
Let's see what she looks like.
she's blonde and pretty. That's what she is. So
She the one that sounds like a smoker?
no, that's Katie Morgan.
Oh, okay.
Katie Morgan was in Zack
For a
and
second,
Mary.
I thought Jake
Zack and
was sitting
Mary
here at the
make a
table with
porno,
us.
and she was really funny in it.
Hi, guys.
I love her voice. I don't give a shit.
God,
what you
dude,
say.
it sounds
I
like
love
she's
her
been
voice.
smoking
Yeah,
for
that's
twice as long as she's been
All right.
alive.
right. Cameron just looked up Lexi Bell.
Yeah, I don't
And is immediately
know porn
turgid.
stars. Turgid?
Yeah, you got a boner.
No, I don't.
Okay, well, should
You would know.
have if you're straight.
All right, so
kinda has
question
like
for
a-
me. How does it feel knowing you are the superior Caleb on Geekdom Entertainment? I don't know how to answer that because I always feel that way.
Twice the Caleb. That's what we say.
Yeah, I always feel that way.
Also,
so I don't know.
Look, man, I mean...
Feels
Pixel-
normal, I guess.
Pixel bought into the idea that we're nothing without Joe, right? He did say that. But we're also nothing without me, because without Nude Clan or without Ultima, there wouldn't be a Nude Clan. I might not have started Ultima, but I'm there.
But I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish that shit.
We quit.
Yeah.
That Lexi Bell kind of has like an Anna Kendrick look to her face.
Yeah, a bit. Yeah, Anna Kendrick I find attractive.
So I
as
find
well.
that
Well,
I
there you
find
go.
that inaccurate, but whatever. It's okay.
Find what inaccurate?
The Caleb being the superior Caleb.
Oh,
Well, it's just true. You got to accept it, man.
Anna Kendrick.
Okay.
And then let me hit back a couple of times.
Okay. You know, this is a visual
really,
thing.
You know, this is
Yeah.
a podcast,
I know.
right?
Yeah. I showed him a picture of Anna Kendrick. Just look that up. And then if your mom's not looking, look up a picture of Lexi Bell. It's the the
She's
face
just
right
got
there.
kind of an angular face. That's all.
I guess. It's not that similar.
It's similar.
Okay. So, question for the clan. Okay, so Joe has been giving me shit about my fuck, marry, kill questions being lame. So
They
here's
are
my-
okay. He
so-
can't make them. They're obvious.
So here's
They're
my-
you got a fuck, marry, kill question needs
here-
to not be obvious.
Here is my latest attempt. Cody from the from the Cody and Sarah Chronicles.
You
Sarah
doing a
from the
robot
Cody
over
and
there?
Sarah Chronicles. and Melisandre from Game of Thrones without her necklace.
Loki wanted to.
Oh, wait. Who was first?
Cody, Sarah, and Melisandre.
Oh boy.
Oh,
shit.
that Melisandre?
Yes, this Melisandre.
Not the one that was okay.
yes.
Can we get the bracelet back?
That is not part of this. No.
I stood up because Lionheart wanted me to prove that I'd have it, so he told me to stand up.
Okay, we're killing I'm killing Melisandre. So I gotta marry.
So who are the options again?
fuck, marry, kill?
Yeah.
Sarah, Cody, or Melisandre.
All right, I got it. Kill Melisandre, marry Cody, and fuck Sarah one
Yeah,
time.
mine was that same thing.
'Cause I
I
don't-
think that's easy.
I'll marry Scode.
I
and-
can't do a dude. I just can't.
Yeah, I'm not gonna when there's a chick.
Not when there's.
I was his best man, but I don't want to be his
If
best
it was two
man.
dudes and Melisandre, I would do Melisandre.
Oh man, she is.
I know it's gross.
Yeah. And then Cody would have to live with the
I don't know.
fact
She
that
might be really fun. She was really loud. I'll tell you that.
That is exactly what I was going to say. Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Oh my god!
They were.
Oh yeah, like you couldn't when we were watching Sopranos hear them.
Oh,
having sex.
I never thought, man, that sounds like fun. I was
Well,
just
I
like,
mean, it could be fun.
I just
like on a visceral level, not really on a I'm attracted to this person at all level, but as in a
You know, I've had, like, there was this one time that I had to take one of Cody's condoms, out of his bag, and they were
oh god.
they were the unused ones, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay, I don't know
I
why he
saying
would
like
keep.
out of his bathroom
No.
fucking trash bag. I was ready to vomit.
He had one of those Crown Royale bags.
oh yeah, he had all
full
those
of
condoms in
condoms.
it.
Yeah.
And they were all a little
had-
tight. Let's just say that.
Yeah,
okay,
they were choke condoms.
They were very tight.
They were even for me, and I have a small penis, so
And she was very like the proportion of size to loudness doesn't quite add up to me. So
I don't know if he uses them. He might.
he has a bag of condoms,
Well, they were grab bags, so I have had condoms that fit from him, and I've had not condoms.
They've never fit. So
I have never
'cause
tried
you
on
have,
another
as
man's
far as I can
condoms.
tell, you
I'm
have a
just-
7-inch cock.
last week it was 8, so I don't know where this is going.
It's going in.
You're
one
shrinking,
inch at a
Cameron.
time.
It's cold in here.
Shrinking.
So I think I'd have to go with, let's see here. Seeing how she has supported him through his unemployment and has been very understanding with that, she might be a very understanding person.
So you're gonna fuck Cody
And
in the ass.
Ass to ass.
and I have had she would come home from work and just talk about her day, so I got to know her a little bit, a little annoying, but I think I would marry Sarah and see how that goes.
No.
I
I
would
couldn't see. Cody will just stay silent in his room, and we can sleep in separate bedrooms. Fine.
and I would kill
Sarah would be like,
I would kill Cody. I would kill Cody and fuck Melisandre because she has to die in Westeros, as we all know. So that's what it's got to be.
So you're gonna fuck her to death? Is that what you're saying?
No, I can't kill her. I can't kill her. I can't kill her because she has to die in Westeros.
Oh, okay.
it's like 7 shit.
Oh, he's gonna fuck Scody to death.
You didn't say how I had to kill him. No, but I can't kill Melisandre because she has to die in Westeros.
There you
so,
go, yeah.
So yeah.
Craig.
I'm gonna go with the
Cody-
same thing as
okay.
Cam, but it doesn't say anywhere that I can't kill her later. So, I mean, it's fine.
Like you would know, Jake. Like you would know.
Jake refuses to borrow condoms. No, look, he's like the Costco of condoms. He's got a huge thing of condoms in there. I don't see a problem with it. With borrowing a condom. It's not a used condom. It's not like, ooh, previously owned.
No. Fuck that.
Clean one owner.
Yeah.
And then, Jake, when it's down to it,
it's
like,
all right. I rinsed it out.
It's not like it's a sheep, what are they, the sheep
Intestines?
intestine condom? Because that would be gross. I would be like, hey,
That's the-
dude,
that's
hey,
the only
Bob,
way to
can I
go.
borrow your sheep intestine condom, please?
Can I borrow your seed tube? I'll make sure to clean it up. Always leave a seed tube better than you found it.
And then it's like, Jake, do you like put 100% trust in the pull-out method, or do you like, hey, there's a whole bunch of condoms not being used, and borrow one?
Well,
Don't.
condoms are for losers.
Don't even talk about it.
The condom did not make it all the way through. Let's just say that. So yeah,
Oh.
it was too tight.
You just clench and it like just flies out, like, chips the window.
We all know you have a big cock, Cameron. You don't need to tell us.
No,
every time.
I'm not trying to.
Tell us how it's
telling
like
the
a
facts.
button popping.
Yeah.
It did not pop off. It just got uncomfortable. It just got uncomfortable. That's all. Jesus, man.
All right, that was a better fuck.
Jesus
Mary
has
Kill.
nothing to do with this conversation.
I still feel like it was an obvious one, but we did have two outcomes, so less obvious, I guess.
All right.
So my friend, my roommate, we also work together.
My friend that I fucked.
No, he will. He'll
we're
see.
not talking
He'll
about
see.
the same thing?
No. He'll see the name Jesus and always pronounce it Jesus, and that comes. There's a weird conversation that happens with that because he'll go, "Man, fuck this guy Jesus." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I'm reading. I'm like, his name is Jesus. He's like,
Someone
"No."
in this office may not like you saying that.
Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, just be." Be careful.
Careful.
Anyways, what was yours? I forgot yours.
His was the same.
Same as yours.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to
It's
marry
probably
Sarah?
the best option. Well, if you look at him,
I wouldn't want to touch Scud, to be honest.
You don't have to touch him unless you have to consummate the wedding, in which case you might as well just say...
You probably would have to
You
at
might as
least
well just
consummate
say,
it.
No,
kill,
that's-
fuck.
That's old school. You don't have to consummate.
Yeah, you do.
You can be unhappy.
You'll be deeply unhappy.
Just
gotta
cheat- just
you
cheat
gotta-
on him. It's
dude,
fine.
you got a honeymoon, man.
Yeah.
You got to go on the honeymoon.
maybe-
The honeymoon would just be like a camping
Maybe you
trip.
could
where
start
It's
a-
basically, who would you rather fuck once, or who would you rather fuck a bunch of times and then never again?
maybe you could start your ye old medieval dating site where you can mark married but never deflowered.
Fuck a bunch of times and then never again.
Yep.
Wow,
Well, if
okay.
that's the case, I would have Cody slam me in the ass. You okay, Caleb? I mean, if we're going with choices here, I would have to have. I couldn't be top because I don't think I can make. I don't think I can make myself erect in this situation. But I've never tried the butt stuff like some of our listeners obviously have. And maybe it'll feel all right.
God. Oh shit!
Wow. maybe you should be on Grindr instead of Tinder.
Yeah, you're on the wrong app, buddy.
I still think it's more gay to give than to take. So.
Stola says next time you're in the city.
This is only if someone put a gun to my head and was like, "You got to kill one of these people, marry one of these people, and fuck one of these people."
Okay. The
And
gun.
the person you're marrying, you're gonna fuck a lot. I'll be like, "Okay, I'm marrying Sarah right now," and Cody will just have to fuck me once.
Stolas, you made it sound like an offer, Stolas. I hope you know that.
Oh, he
Next
said
time
he
you're
can
in the
take you to
city,
a few bars. All right, good pivot.
backpedaling there.
Oh yeah, the bars.
Oh yeah, Stolas is gay. Isn't it?
Yeah,
Hey, Stolas.
Oh, is he? Oh, sorry.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh man,
That was good.
You're not his type.
that's offensive.
It hurts. It hurts.
That would hurt, actually.
I know.
Yeah.
It does. I had a gay guy tell me I wasn't his type, and I was like, "That's kind
Is
of
it
rude."
because you're bald?
no, it's because I wasn't fat.
It's kind of rude. You're gay. You should be attracted to every man. you
No,
see.
I'm like, I feel like I'm a decent looking guy, and you like guys, so what the fuck? But he said he likes bigger dudes. And I was like, that's weird.
Okay, well, send him
He
my
meant
way.
penis. he meant
Joe's into
penis
it now.
size.
Did
so
he mean penis size?
That's probably what
I
he
don't think
meant.
so. He's a little guy, so I doubt it.
Well, maybe he really likes bigger dudes. Maybe he's like, I need a plunger back there.
Got a little backup.
Is that what you need Scud for?
It's great for constipation.
Oh.
That's a line from
Scody would be
Katie
great.
Morgan in Zack and Mary Make a
gee.
Porno.
Oh, that's right. It is. Oh wow.
I love that movie.
The yeah. So that was a good one. That was a good
That was
fucking Mary Kill. That had some depth to it. Like I thought my choice was easy, but now I mean, if we're adding these things that he didn't ask, he didn't mention in, then I might have to do the same.
all right. So I got an article here, and it's from NPR. And let me just pull it up. It basically says that there's action video games may affect your brain. And it had two different types of video games. And sorry, just give me a minute while this thing pulls up. I guess Caleb's having an internet problem, so it's just gonna take its sweet time. All right, so this is in the health section of the NPR thing, and I'm going to read this article, and you can stop me whenever, and we can just talk about it. So, video games may affect the brain differently depending on what you play.
Oh my
Ooh.
By Courtney Columbus. So
it's
people,
written by a woman.
we got to throw this
Minus 50.
God. People who played action video games that involved first-person shooters, such as Call of Duty and Medal of Honor, and Doom and a whole bunch of other shit.
Who plays Medal of Honor? What the fuck is this?
There was a new one a while
They
ago.
experienced shrinkage. This isn't the type of shrinkage from Seinfeld.
You mean brain matter shrinkage?
It's in a brain region called the hippocampus.
the frontal. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. According to a study published Tuesday in Molecular Psychiatry. I don't know what Tuesday this was because I did not look at the date of the
It was
article.
a Tuesday.
That part of the brain is associated with spatial navigation, stress regulation, and memory. Playing Super Mario games, in which the noble plumber strives to rescue a princess, had the opposite effect on the hippocampus, causing growth in it. Scientists have done dozens of studies looking to see if playing video games affected people's health and behavior. There's some evidence that they may improve people's visual, short-term memory, and hand-eye coordination, but researchers kept looking for negative consequences too. These researchers first asked 33 participants how often they had played video games in the past year. They scanned people's brains using MRIs and found that the action video game players who reportedly, I think they mean first-person shooters.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, action video game. They reported spending an average of 19 hours playing action video games each week had less gray matter in the hippocampus than the non-video game players. The difference was statistically significant. Then the researchers asked 43 other people who don't usually play video games to spend 90 hours over about 10 weeks playing either action video games or Super Mario games in a controlled setting. People in the group that played action video games lost gray matter in the hippocampus, according to Gregory West, the study's lead author and an associate professor of psychology at the University of Montreal, and people who played Super Mario games gained gray matter in the hippocampus. While we train up this one system, this other system is potentially being neglected and potentially showing signs of atrophy, West says. Simone or Simon or Simone
I don't think it says Simone
Kuhn, a professor of neuroplasticity at the University Clinic Hamburg Eppendorf in Germany, says people who play action video games shouldn't be too concerned. I would never interpret this finding as a big warning against action video games, she says. Why did action video games seem to shrink the hippocampus while a different type of game seemed to have caused it to grow? West and his colleagues have some idea. The way that each type of video game is designed could play a role. In the majority of action video games, there's an on-screen GPS overlaid on the screen. I also think this probably applies to people using Google Maps all the time. There's also wayfinding. That was me, not the article. Wes says there's also wayfinding markers overlaid over the environment. And we know from the past studies that when people are encouraged to navigate using these cues, really, they're not using their hippocampal memory system to navigate. Instead, they're using the caudate nucleus. Sorry, you brain surgeons out there who are listening to Nude Clan for some reason. And
They always listen to Nude Clan. What are you talking about?
That's our biggest audience.
Yeah, which
brain
is part of the
surgeons.
brain's reward system. So it's a big part of the brain's reward system. It's kind of like your brain's autopilot. You could think of it that way, Wes says. It could be the case that these action video games are encouraging people to favor this reward system over their hippocampal memory system, and then it's become a use it or lose it type scenario. He hopes future research can be blah, blah, blah. 1 in 10 Americans consider themselves gamers. And then the guy says, if I had to recommend a type of video game to someone, it would be a 3D platform or logic puzzle game. The evidence is clear at this point that these games can be beneficial for the brain.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, mostly gentlemen, because that's all I'm talking to right now.
Not talking to you, Craig.
Wow.
Mrs. Chairman. Chairwoman.
Chairwoman,
yes.
Does the audience know about that?
No.
Okay. Yeah, Craig is transgender.
Yeah.
Candy Craig.
He's going through transition. Actually, what is the
Gender fluid.
Gender fluid.
Yeah.
Today I'm gonna be a woman. Today I'm gonna be a man.
That's
And
a
it's
that's a
just
different
based
discussion.
on how I feel,
Yep.
and not XY chromosomes. Anyway,
let it come out when he's comfortable.
let me ask you. Do video games make you dumb?
So now these studies you have to take with a grain of salt.
Yeah, first of all, it was a woman, and it was about
Okay.
first-person shooters. Her boyfriend played too much Halo.
misogynist twice, and with the
Boyfriend
answer.
played too much Halo. She's pissed.
No,
Rigged.
see, you have to take it with a grain of salt because you can't specify what was the cause of the increase or decrease of brain matter. I mean, like, did you judge their brain matter before they started playing video games? And
Yeah.
did you study them as they grew up and also all the other influences of their life? What else were they going to school?
Yeah,
Were
33
they
people.
addicted to a substance?
Yeah, and
like,
then
what
43
happened?
people.
33 people, too.
It's not that many.
That's
It's
a fucking teen, like 100 people is
Plus,
a teeny
it's not
sample.
even an even sample.
Yeah, it's not an even
So-
sample. So this study is okay. You have to take this study with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Because there's other influences in a person's life that you have to account for. So you have to have a massive study. You have to, study the minute things that the person does day to day to see if that affects, brain matter. Yes, your brain is made up of different connections. And when you do something over and over again, that connection solidifies while other connections don't solidify. Your brain will get rid of them
They
through sleep.
atrophy, like you
Yes.
said.
I think
And
you're
so-
just being defensive because you love FPSs.
No, I can admit there are certain types of games that
It's all right.
are
Joe's fucked
easier
too.
to use.
He doesn't like the platformers.
I don't like Call of Duty, and I think Call of Duty type games, the arcadiness is just
It's too simple.
it's too simple, makes you too sick. Whereas games like Battlefield, well, a little more tactical, although you don't really usually play it that way. But yeah, there's certain type of games I think are dumbed down that won't really benefit you in any way. But you can't just take one teeny sample of 33 people and then try to make a hypothesis or answer out of that.
Yeah, I would say that is, if it is a significant amount. I mean, even 33 people, that is something to look into. For me, though, I think it kind of compares to the whole FF11 versus FF14 thing. Like, getting something done in 14 versus getting something done in 11, the satisfaction level is vastly lower for
There's
14.
a challenge to it.
The 11 is brutal. 11 is ball-bustingly hard, and it gives you ways to make the game easier, but it's still not easy. It's just fucking not. And
No.
the reward, the feeling of succeeding when you go through that shit, when you finally beat that stupid fucking clown boss who's been destroying you for the last 6 hours of your play, that is rewarding. And I think that has a lot to do with this, because with FPSs, I mean, God, I've beaten every Call of Duty I've played on the hardest difficulty. It's not hard to figure out where to go.
Did you finally beat the first one?
No, that one I haven't beaten.
Okay.
Dude, that one's impossible.
That's fucking
He just said I beat
stupid.
every single Call of Duty on the hardest difficulty.
Well, I said
and
everyone
then
that
he-
I've played. So I still lied. I still lied, though. So I do think that there is something to be said about that. And I mean, I guess playing Civ makes you more strategic in a way.
Yeah, there's
but
certain games. I mean, there's a
still
certain
suck
type
at
of
chess,
mindset.
So,
Well, there's a reason why you suck at chess. It's probably because you haven't really studied how to play chess. You've just sat down and tried to play it without looking at how it should be played in the strategic mindset. So I'm pretty sure if you sat down and spent some time learning how to play chess, you would get better than those who don't do that.
yeah, I guess
I
I'm
think
pretty
if you
good.
know
at-
how the pieces move, you know how to play chess.
Yes, but there's a certain strategy
There is a
beyond
lot of
that.
strategy, yeah.
There's a reason why there's Grand Chess Masters, because there is a certain strategy of how you play chess, what pieces you want to own,
I
what
was in
pieces you
chess club.
develop.
I would say that
I was too.
I'm much better at cards than a lot of things. So that has a certain level of luck and a certain level of strategy.
And then
so-
twice, math comes really easy to you. And then those certain
unless I'm
card
in
games.
class.
There's certain card games.
So what is it about Super Mario Bros. Versus the Call of Duty? Why does one seem to help that part of the brain and the other one
Well,
doesn't?
you played Super Mario Bros. 1 and 2 and 3. You know how fucking brutal those fucking things are if you
2
don't have
doesn't count.
cheats. They're sick. They're sick, and that's why it helps
not
you.
that bad.
Dude.
So there's a reactionary thing, there's a problem solving thing involved with it that you're not getting in Call of Duty. Call of Duty is just about you kind of have a streamlined
Yep.
way of thinking that you're trying to get into, and that streamlinedness revolves no thinking. You're actually trying
Yep.
to get to a point
Where it's all
when you're playing a
intuitive without having
shooter
to think
well,
about
when
it.
you're in that zone, you're in a point where you're not really thinking. You're just going.
That's
and
why.
Well, it's
tunnel
also like
vision
talking
and-
about entirely about the multiplayer and not necessarily the single player because you don't
Well, no one
have
buys
the
Call of
GPS.
Duty to play
Oh,
the
I know,
single
and
player.
nobody really does. But even like
They called them action games. They have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
And even like Doom, though, when you play the campaign for Doom, there's no mini map that you get for Doom that tells you where to go.
Yeah,
you just
see,
have to kind of guess.
we
and you
already-
have to shoot. Like that's
Anyone
they're
with two
talking
brain
about
cells rubbed
the-
together knows that this study was flawed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the mini map does not make you dumb. It's
this is-
basically what it was trying
this
to
is-
say
yeah.
is that the mini map
Well,
is the
you,
thing
you
that
aren't
makes
using your own brain to navigate.
Yeah.
No, yeah, like you're using the screen thing too. But if you
Then again,
play,
you don't
like, the
really
single
have to
player
in
of
Super
those
Mario Bros.
games-
Either. You know where to go.
Yeah,
It's
you go
to the right.
But
to
then,
the
you,
right,
then,
yes.
you have first-person shooters like Arma and Squad, where you just have a map and a compass. There's no pointers. It's just you're looking at the quadrants on a map, and you have your compass, and you figure out where you are, and you play the game that way. And it's a very extremely tactical type of game. And then there's
Joe
the
will
games
not
like
play
Call of
that.
Duty, where it's just point and shoot, and then you get to a point where it's 3 a.m. You're just living off of caffeine, and everything else fades away. It's just you and the screen.
So Xbox makes you
And
dumb.
your
Nintendo
reactions.
makes you smart.
yeah, that's basically what it sounds like.
So like a Zelda game would probably make you smart because it's all puzzle based.
Yeah.
Well, then,
Yeah.
that means God of
Survival.
War makes you
At
smart.
least in this.
The
Survival
point of,
horror makes
the
you
point.
smart.
The point of the discussion is buy Nintendo products. when
Tank
you try
controls
it,
make
and
you
don't
smart.
don't buy
Tank
anything
controls
else.
make you smart. Yep. Although I did say that I can't. I'm not going to say that. Never mind.
I'm not gonna say what.
Nah, fuck it. I'll say it. I told Dwayne that I was like, man, I feel like because I was that game, the medieval game, because I beat Resident Evil 3 in 2 days. It was pretty easy. Like,
Yeah.
I died a bunch, but it was stupid deaths trying to figure out like, oh, do I actually attack Nemesis or do I run from Nemesis here? Oh, I died, so I'm just gonna run and see what happens. But this medieval game, it brought me back to the Bounty Hunter and then also to the Armored Core.
Bounty Cutter.
I was thinking about Armored Core and I was like, man,
Bounty Cutter.
I was like, Dwayne, I just need to channel my inner autism and like just get really good at these bullshit controls. and then I had a joke where I was like, oh my god, I'm actually getting good at this game. And he's like, yeah, I hated for you to have to find out this way, but I was like, shit. But it's
Wow.
so I don't know. At the same time, I'm like, some of these, I guess they're not. Those are the platformy kind of games, though. Those aren't the CODs. But they're bad though sometimes. Like Mario Bros isn't bad, obviously, but a game like Armored Core probably does challenge you more than most games.
Sure.
But it's just maddeningly like.
Yeah, well, there's something being solved. So I think what they're saying or what they're suggesting is that a game that makes you think
Yeah.
is the game that is going to help your brain, and games that where you turn off.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of the reason people play games.
I would argue games like
that's going to do you no good, and if you play them a lot.
I would argue games like Bloodborne help you learn and strategize better than other games like Call of Duty and Battlefield 1. Like,
And
'cause you-
games like Bounty
'cause-
Hunter just make you philosophical.
They
really do. They make you
yeah.
sit back and like just ponder the meaning of it all while you're looking up into the sky. Like, why did they do that?
It's just
had
those
that
games
experience.
that are extremely difficult. They make you really dig deeper, and to find out how to play it and how to beat it. And you can't just go straight forward and attack that fucking huge giant. You have to find a way where you can do it and win. So yeah, I think there's certain type of games that do challenge you, and you do grow more than other games that are just point and shoot.
Yeah, but it could also be argued that it does, but it also doesn't, because I mean, a lot of people think that teaching to the test is a big reason why our education system isn't very good. And I would agree with a lot of that, but and you bring up Dark Souls. All of that is memorizing movement patterns.
Yeah, it's memorizing movement patterns.
So it's studying for the
yeah.
exam in a way.
Well, you also have to like know what their weak point is going to be, because like there are some enemies, like especially in like Demon Souls, where you have to use special items to cause people to go on fire.
Schweiss,
and
did you read
kill
Outliers?
them.
No.
Read it.
And then there's certain games, certain like strategy games, the real-time strategy games, like Age of Empires. Like people who are really good are people who like have like 5 things going on at once.
Yeah,
you have
that's
no
true.
idea how they're paying attention to each individual thing, but not being able to do that makes you lose compared to them. So there's certain games, I don't know if it's the intelligent people are attracted to a certain type of game, or certain games, if you keep playing it and keep getting at it, getting good at it, helps you really develop something mentally where
Yeah.
you can accomplish those things.
Dwayne is definitely way better than me at Age of Empires, and he is the only person I know that did get a perfect score on the ACT. So maybe
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
And yet he worked at the same place you did.
he does. Yes.
Yeah, doesn't that just show you
Well,
that
it does-
doesn't mean shit?
It does show me exactly that.
Now, where is that?
Timo
study?
also got a really good score, and when I look at Timo, I mean, I love him to death. My friend Timo, growing up, he was in the 30s, and like I'm just like
I was going to be spending all weekend with Timo, actually.
Oh,
but
were you?
Yeah, we're going to go up to see the eclipse. but we
okay.
didn't
You're
do
gonna
that.
find out Timo is smart
I'm not
about
doing
certain
it.
things.
Yeah, no, I know. I grew up with Timo too. He went to the same school we
and
did.
really dumb about others.
Well, see, there's also something that shows that really intelligent people can be really lazy too.
I guess there are all sorts of fucking studies.
Yeah.
That are like,
But there's
oh,
like, hey Timo,
are you a lazy slob, but also feel like you're a
Let me-
smart man?
Here's my first thing.
Good news.
Timo, how do you
Oh.
keep a job? Well, you show up on time. That's number one. Timo never fucking shows up on time. Got fired from his first job in like 2 weeks. I was
Wow.
ready for it. I was like, okay, doesn't matter how smart you are, Timo, when it comes to math and the science section.
Timo even
if you
looks
don't know
like,
how to show up on time, you're fucked.
Timo is smart. Even looks like Bill Nye. It's like
Timo
He does look like Bill Nye.
yeah, it's kind of funny.
Timo does look like Bill Nye.
And
Oh,
he has armor that he made, so it's pretty cool. I want to shoot it with an arrow. I don't like Timo. We got to test this out. I just like get a compound bow. I'm like, how good is your armor? Like, we need to test this. See what happens. Just like what happened? You're it's the male. It's supposed to reflect.
There's like a street smarts thing that Timo just does not.
Yeah,
Just not
it's
handle.
a different type of
But
smart.
he is
yeah.
a lot smarter than me at like a lot of things, mostly
He's a
to do
smart
with math.
Yep. He's when it comes to math and science, Timo excels. But it's like there's different types and different areas you can be smart at.
Yeah. So I think I don't know. That's kind of an interesting way to look at it. I think those games do make you more strategic. And I think they could have an impact on how you play other things, but I don't know how useful that's going to be in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like honestly, and it's like, yeah, I'm really good at jumping.
I don't know. I think strategy games or like
economic things. Yeah,
games. I think it can help you organize in similar fashions your own finances. Let's say, or
because most of
something
them
like
are
that.
dumbed down. They're dumbed down games, so it's something you can relate to. It's not like now we're starting to play around with stocks and failing epically, but it's not like we have like a billion different things to like manage, So a lot of these games, the fun ones, are kind of streamlined so that okay, you got to watch your economy, you got to watch your happiness, stuff like that. So you have to manage and like
keep
decide.
it balanced in order to stay on top.
Yeah,
I think there might be something there.
there probably is, but
Yeah.
in those games, but I would say like even Mario Bros, like you get good timing, but like what do you really need timing for? I
Well,
mean,
you're adjusting to new outcomes in Mario all the time that you're not expecting necessarily.
so it would be the opposite of Demon's
So
Souls
it's almost
then.
like your ability to instinctually be able to react to something different. Call of Duty, I know they get harder, whatever, as you go along, but it's all one thing. It's shooting and hiding,
yeah,
and that's it.
yeah.
So
And then the
Could be
original
the-
one, it's just dying.
Uber
Really good
simplicity.
people.
That is
really
all
good
it
people.
is.
Really good people at Call of Duty. It's really just map memorization.
Yeah,
knowing where to
which
go,
is
when
kind
to
of
go.
the same thing as
Yeah.
memorizing where you need to hit guys and when you need to swing your sword.
Yeah.
in fucking Bloodborne. All right, swing now, run away now. Like,
yeah,
in a way,
I would think there's a certain amount of strategy to Bloodborne that is not.
Well,
in
I would think
Call
so
of
too
Duty.
because I can't fucking play it, and I can play Call
But
of
see,
Duty.
it's the sense of accomplishment that you get when you actually beat something that really challenged you.
yeah.
That's why games like Bloodborne are alluring because it challenges you.
That's why people are like the
it's not
platinum
easy to
percentages.
it's not easy to get into the flow of the game. So
Yeah, that's why like the platinum percentage for some of those games are I'm like, man, I bet you this one's going to be tiny. And it's not. It's because people get obsessed with it. They're like, I am good at this now. I will play this again and again until I'm all done.
you know what I found out about Bloodborne? You just got to run past shit.
Yeah. That's what I found out about Alone in the Dark, too. I'm like, why am I fighting? I don't have any ammo left.
There's certain enemies you have to fight, and then you can actually spend time in an area, grind, and then go back and stock points and level up, and things become easier. You don't just fight everything you see in that game.
Yeah, even that first boss in Bloodborne, you don't actually have to fight it.
Yeah, I know.
Bloodborne is brutal, and I don't have a single trophy in it, but 25, almost a quarter of the people who've played it have gotten the platinum. Almost a quarter of 78,000 players.
Really?
Yeah, that's sick. That's sick, man.
More people have that, I think, than the higher percentage of that than fucking Lightning Returns, and that's not hard. You just have to keep playing it.
Yeah, but no one played it. So.
You suck. That's true. It didn't even sell 1 million copies. So,
Do you guys want to get fat?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get fat. Cameron, how's everything hanging?
Quite well. So
I know. I hear your condom usage is. Actually, I tried. Yeah, one of his condoms was too small. One of them was fine.
I've only tried a couple of them. So based off of what I tried, that's it's not an accurate study of the condoms in the bag.
No.
So
No.
if we're talking about accurate studies here, but yeah. Financially, I'm doing a lot better.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard this morning.
Yeah,
That
I'm doing a lot better
yes.
financially.
did you get a raise or something?
I got a raise in July, which you've heard about.
He
Oh,
got
okay.
some expenses taken care of out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, I did.
out of the way. Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't know what that means, but I'll find out. there are two things that
Okay, I
could
understand.
mean, and I don't want to assume either. So,
Murder.
yeah, Anthrax, love letter.
So yeah, there's that. I didn't go to the gym this past week, so I feel like a fat piece of shit, which is accurate.
Okay.
You
are. Always here to lift you up.
Yep.
Oh, and,
Every
okay,
weekend.
Cake. Yeah, I forgot about this.
No,
So-
not if he doesn't work out.
So at work, they're having me go through a whole bunch of the old tower computers there, and wiping them clean. Just wiping the hard drives and stuff like that. So I and they also said we're going to wipe them
some
all clean.
computer parts.
No. So we wipe them all clean, and so they also said, hey, guys, we're going to wipe all these computers clean. We'll let everyone here have first pick. If no one takes them, then we're just going to destroy them. But these computers though have Pentiums and stuff. So it's really old hardware. So I was
See, when
cleaning
you
them.
said Pentium, I was like, oh, nice. Like the person that I was when I was like in high school and didn't have any money, but I wanted to build my own computer back then. I was like, ooh, yeah, Pentium 4. Hell yeah, dude. That's some sick shit. And the Radeon 1800 to a video card. Let's get on that thing. And
There's some i3s in there too. These computers would be good if you wanted to build your own media station at home, right? But
My brother's doing that.
yeah, and so they're good. So I'm wiping these computers, and I took home one that had a AMD A6, AMD A5. I think it's AMD A5. So an older integrated graphics AMD chip. And I haven't been able to get Caleb's computer on for a while, so I'm like, I'm going to try something. So I took the power supply out, and I threw in Caleb's power supply into that old machine, which it was fucking hell getting that huge thing in that small case. It fit eventually, but then I threw in the
he knows about getting a big thing in a small space too.
and so I got the graphics card in there as well, and I got all of the RAM in there as well, and it works. So basically, that fucking chip in Caleb's computer is fried. It's done. Then I have to buy a whole new chip. Basically, is what I found out.
Okay, so you found
But-
His
problem
graphics card,
was-
is that what's fried?
No, the graphics card
chip.
works just fine. It's the chip. The what was it? The V whatever they called it. The 8-core chip from AMD.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's fried. You fried that
Processor,
fucker.
huh?
Yeah, you fried that fucker
I don't know how.
because it
You
would
put it-
overheat.
I saw you. You put it on a grill and you fried it.
Dude, Caleb, this is Caleb. Oh, dude, I can't keep playing because my computer keeps overheating. And then he would just let it overheat again and again and again and again.
No, it only overheated like twice.
And he would never play. And then I would pull it out. You only had one fucking fan going the whole time. Just the CPU cooler is all you had.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes.
Oh,
When I
wow.
cracked, I wrote a whole fucking article about it. Go read it. The only one I wrote, which actually brought me to this.
Nobody's
Oh,
gonna
nice.
read it.
So, anyways, it's that
Caleb
thing is
or
fucking fried.
CameronWilson.geekdomentertainment.com.
And so that's what brought this up, because my goal is to write articles. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna Frankenstein this bitch. It's not gonna run anything worth a damn because it's a really old processor. I could probably eke out a low graphics Civ with this setup. But another good thing about it is I have the old, it's not old, it's the same exact fucking hard drive in this computer that was in Caleb's, but it has a legitimate copy of Windows. So that is the real win here. So
wow, why wouldn't you have a?
I do have a real copy of Windows.
That's weird.
So it was really fun to do that, to rip out the power supply and graphics card and throw it all in this old computer and have it run. So that was fun. Figure out what was wrong with it. So now I know where I need to put money. So buying a new chip.
Keep working on it. Keep posting articles.
I will write.
Get
I
some
will write
pictures
this
in
up.
those articles.
I will write it up and get some pictures. So yeah. I'll start working on my articles again.
Sweet.
You mean that thing
For
you
the
should have done
first time?
forever ago? Yeah.
For the second time in a
nice.
year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you know how many of those you gotta do?
Yeah, it's a ton. It's a fucking ton. So yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
As for my goals, they're good. But I did fail one of them.
You didn't keep up on your comics.
No, that's not the thing.
You can't fail.
I bought 2 games. Yep. And I have already decided my punishment.
You
And
can't decide
Hold
your
on.
own punishment.
No.
You can offer it as a punishment. We have to
The
agree.
punishment is that I have to play and stream Final Fantasy X.
That's not a punishment. That's
Because
a great game.
I fucking hate that game.
No, I don't like this punishment. New punishment.
We'll come up with your punishment. What games did you buy?
That's the fucking punishment right there.
What games you buy?
I bought the original Nier and Vanquish.
So, Lionheart, if I couldn't wipe it and someone doesn't want it, that's the next step. I'm going to drill all the hard drives if no one takes them. So
Someone
yeah.
takes them, get all of them.
Well, what am I going to do with?
Whoa,
That's like
hard drive.
That's like 14. That's like
Take one for me. I need one for my PS2.
20 terabytes.
Wait, how many? How many?
There's like 20 towers I'm going through. So
they're all a terabyte?
Yeah, they're all a
Oh, never
terabyte
mind
each.
then.
Yeah.
I need a piece of shit old one.
You should keep whatever you can, if no one wants them.
No, I can't send them. If no one from our work
Cameron-
is going to take them, I have to
Cameron,
drill them.
We might make a media server.
Oh, okay. If we need a media server, then actually, when I'm done with this computer, the one I took will be. We can use it as our media server.
Yeah.
I only took it for certain reasons.
We've been thinking about ways to get off of Libsyn, and like one is you make your own media server and create your own
yeah.
RSS feed.
We'll have enough.
Unfortunately,
for a
we
media
would
server.
never know the size. No, well, we kind of know.
I could probably get us a
There's
build.
probably a way we can.
So we'll have that old AMD chip, which is old, but you don't really need that to be that powerful for a media server. But I could have it with 2 terabytes in it too.
So we don't like Caleb's punishment?
I don't like it.
That's because you're a fool.
I don't mind it because I know he does dislike 10, unless he's been fabricating that for months
dude,
and months
I
in
really-
anticipation of his failure.
I really.
Which, if I were him, I would definitely come up with insurance policies to failing.
I know it's not 100% thing, but just reinstalling
You
Windows.
think of
over
me
the
as
computer.
some kind of weird mastermind there, Schweiss.
I know. That's the problem.
That's the problem?
I think, yeah, it's a problem.
You
games
think
did you
that
buy?
I would actually do that?
What games did you buy again?
The original Nier and Vanquish.
You have to give them away. How about that?
No, dude, that fucking Nier was like $30. There's no excuse for that.
Should have thought about
Could
that.
put him in a poorhouse with that thing. It's okay, I understand. Damn, what would be a good punishment for?
I think play and stream Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X-2, because I know you have them both.
I
Oh my
agree.
God.
I agree.
10
10-2.
2. I don't want to play that
Yep.
shit.
Yep.
You
I don't even
Thought
want to
about
play
that.
10.
One for each game you bought, motherfucker.
Oh, God. That's too much. That's too harsh.
Me and Schweiss are on this, Cameron.
Well, fucking Schweiss's punishment was nowhere near this terrible. What the fuck?
What do you
gave
mean?
away
One of
a-
his punishments is quite epic. He hasn't done yet, but not for buying games though. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and
still has to do that.
he's bought more games since then. So what the fuck?
I guess once it's been broken, you just can't fix it.
Yeah, it's either
Well-
broken or it's not. My punishment was to give up Last Guardian, but no one took it, so I still have it. It's not my fault. That case has served my time dutifully.
No, because you still fucking have the game.
Yeah, but it was offered. I can't force someone to take it. Be like, oh, what do you want?
You
No,
need
just
a new
kidding.
punishment. That's bullshit.
Caleb. It's,
You need.
I'm okay with just 10 too.
No. It's no.
Excuse me.
I say,
Law.
yeah, I say.
Hey, I'm King Hog. I say we forgive me.
Nah, there is no forgiveness. I say.
Yeah, you guys still haven't fucking given me that bullshit ring that we said we were going to do.
Oh, there's time.
No, we weren't going to do that last year.
Yeah, we are.
We didn't have any money.
We didn't have any money.
We have.
Yeah, we
money
did say it was
now.
going to be a ring. It'd be like the Super Bowl ring.
That ain't Nude Clan money. Sorry.
It is.
That's UFF money. And that UFF money needs to be on UFF.
Yeah.
We'll give you your rings and
I say FF102 stream. You can still play 10. I would recommend it, but how far are you in 10?
I'd have to start from the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, you want to be able to play 10 too.
especially-
You
if
did
I have to
buy
stream
2
it.
games though.
It's I say 10 FF10 for one, FF102 for the other, but I would be willing to bring it down to just FF102.
I agree. You got to beat that backlog, Caleb. That's important
some horse
to you.
shit.
Cameron,
it needs to hurt. So we can't just take his offered punishment. Play the game.
It
that I
already
bought.
will hurt. No, I didn't buy that game.
Okay, no 10-2. 10-2. I agree.
just 10-2.
I think you're just saying that because that's what they said.
Well, you don't like it. That's what I'm saying.
Justice has been served.
I didn't like 10. That's why I offered the punishment.
But you don't like 10-2
Yeah,
more.
but
I don't want to play 10-2,
You're gonna
but I
find
also
out-
don't want to play 10.
You're going to find out that 10 is actually a good
But
game.
you want to play
No,
10
and it's not gonna
more
be
than you will play
punishment.
10-2.
I guess that's true.
Don't try to half-ass. We see it in you. You're not going to fight it this hard if you didn't. So 10-2.
That's
I just don't want to play both.
I want that stream. Bad.
stream that baby like once a week.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
Yeah, Corinne. Last Guardian is on PS4.
So, how's it going, Schweiss?
Fine. I hit my 7,000
Oh, for your
on
house.
my house, but I talked about that last time.
Sweet.
Paying more. I am losing weight. I'm starting to do the Atkins, really sticking to it this time. I did finish a book, but then I got burned out on reading because I read for I think I read 400 pages in a day because I was reading at work. I was like, I can't do this. This is too much. I just get too tired. I get sleepy and relaxed when I read. And I know it's an awful excuse, but I haven't got back, so I am closer to my goal. I still believe I am about 29 books behind.
Yeah, I'm actually only one book behind now. So yeah.
So
3 ahead.
that's not going too well.
My
I'm
next
not
buy is
beating-
going to be that one book you recommended me on Goodreads, the one that you did.
The Charisma Myth?
Yeah.
I'm not beating Craig at the Hog, but I am going to try to turn up the heat on that. Not sure how that'll go, but we'll see.
Turn up the heat. He'll fry his microchip or whatever.
That's right.
Processor.
Processor.
Let's see what else. Yeah, totally failing the retirement thing. Job changed over, and I haven't reopened the 401k. I'm not sure if I'm going to yet. Might just buy a bunch of homes and rent those.
Yeah,
instead.
just buy a bunch of
You
homes.
got so much in your 401k that you're just going to buy a bunch of homes.
Yeah, I'll just buy a few homes.
Yeah, that's what
Just a
we're doing.
handful of
yeah.
homes.
Hey, Schweiss, just so you know, you can borrow from your 401k later down the road. If
I
you
know.
contribute to a 401k, it'll be there.
You're okay with
It'll
taking
be there.
all those penalties.
So you can either A, start putting it into your 401k for later if you don't decide to buy homes, and then you have that, or B, not pay into your 401k and then still live on the maybe I will, maybe I won't.
Well, I definitely am right now because I'm paying a shitload on this place. Although, if I keep getting almost $200 power bills, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that. But
That's a ton.
I know.
What are you doing?
The fucking AC. That's what I'm doing.
We'll turn off during the day. That's what I do.
It's too much.
It is too much.
Other than that,
it's too much money.
other than that, everything else is going well. I think. I don't think I had any other goals. Just try not to be fat, but that's working out pretty well because I'm just. I don't know. It's never worth it when you break the keto diet. You think about things and you fantasize about like getting Chick-fil-A, which is actually that is worth it. That is worth it. But like the sweets and stuff like that, I think like, man, this is going to be really good.
The 2-pound bag of gummy worms.
Yeah,
that you
and
keep
it's just
getting.
not worth it. Like, it's just not worth it. So I realize that now, and I want to stick to it until I get down to where I want to be. So, yeah. I think it's going all right.
I'm doing pretty good on that keto too. And the job also is very physical, so I've dropped 15 pounds pretty fucking quickly. So I'm back down into the 230s. I'm trying to get back down to my previous low point of 230.0, which was an asshole mark on that scale, and it was like, ooh, you're almost in the 220s, but not quite.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited to get to that. I've been doing really well, and my clothes are fitting better, and it's nice. So hopefully that continues because of this job. I'm basically in the same place everywhere else I was in last week. I would say you guys were going to tell me something.
Oh yeah, so I had this grand master plan.
Well, it wasn't just you; it was all of us. We came up with it together.
Yeah, I wanted
Taking
to.
credit.
I told Jake, I was like, dude, you know what would be awesome? While you were living here, I was like, you should set up a Tinder account, Jake, and like just talk about all the stuff that Joe loves, pretend to be a chick, and
Set
like
up an account as a chick,
I'll
match
try
with
to,
you,
yeah,
and then not be 100% perfect because that's suspicious. Just enough that you're like, wow, she's like perfect for me.
Likes
and to
film.
get you really into it
Let's
too.
film.
And here's how I
podcasts.
was going to master it. I was going to be like, Joe, you're living here. Why don't you just set it to like 5 miles away, something real close, just to see what happens. I was going to like talk you into doing it, and then it was going to be Jake. I was going to let you.
We were going to have Jake go to one location, get an address, and then you drive up all excited, and then he just sits in the car and goes, "Hey, Joe."
Yeah, I'd let you borrow my car. It's like a big night. He comes out, he's got his long hair and his eyes, and you're like, nice. And then he like sits down and just, hey, Joe.
That would not work. Yeah.
It would have worked. We would have made it work, and you would have just been so devastated. It would have been perfect because this whole chick would have been your ideal woman. You're just connecting
This
so
was
well.
the big thing that you come on.
Yeah, we spent like 20 minutes.
Wow.
Setting it up, but you and I tried to hint to get you back on Tinder, but you didn't want to. So,
Yeah.
but now it's too far away. It's beyond help.
We would have just put so much work into it too.
Yeah, I'll let you borrow my car. I'll be like, yeah, dude, go ahead. It's gonna be lame if you don't have a car. Like, you gotta have a car.
And then just have a camera there ready for Jake to get in the car, and then it's just you're just like so crushed because you were so ready to love again.
And it's Jake.
I'm ready to love it.
Oh man.
Jesus Christ. All right, well, anybody have anything else they want to share?
Nah, no more Tinder stories.
All right. Well, I guess we're done here. NudeClan.net. Support the show. Patreon. Thank you very much to our Patreon supporters. PayPal.com. You can check out our other shows, Ultima, Final Fantasy, the Ultimate Final Fantasy Podcast, the Godzilla Podcast, and occasionally Super Sexy Swingin' Fan Fiction. There's a good backlog there. There's a good backlog of Getting Fat with Caleb and Joe as well.
Yeah, check it out.
You can hear the Jaw That Failed episode, which is my favorite episode out of all of them. And it is still funny to this day. That's a really great episode. Tweet me at Joseph DeGolier.
Me at Nude Clan Cam.
Me at Obsidian Bar.
Me at UFF Podcast.
And we'll see you guys next week.
May the list go on.
Enjoy the nude.
Live always in the nude.
Fuck off.
Yeah!